Morning, mourners. 2:19 a.m. 19th of the 6th, 24. Happy birthday, bro. USA side, angels to the, or from the crazy UK cat. Not so crazy, really. You're crazy. You're absolutely. I'm doing the vampire shift. How is the underworld going? In underwear, underland of Coronation Street. Ugh. I had a great day yesterday. Best day ever. I mean, I could say so much. I could say a lot. I could say a lot about a lot of stuff. I'm going to take you back to 1987. Now, there's a cartoon called Beauty and the Beast. But there's also I'm a wise bird. I was a wise owl when I was a child. I've never changed, really. I just learned to shut my mouth. Because when in Rome, do as the Romans do. When with a Titan, fight a fucking Titan. Now, there was a program in 1987 that came out. I think it ran for about 3 years. It was from America. And it was called Beauty and the Beast. It was a US drama. Quite popular. If you noticed, you noticed. Some people didn't even obviously notice. I pay attention. After I watched Scooby-Doo and realised behind every monster is just a fat human asshole. So there's no fear really there because it's just a fat man sitting behind a television screen or a panda eye watching people suffer. Wow, aren't you impressive? Not. You're weak, fat, ugly from the inside out, actually. That's what you are, big man. You're not really that big though, are you? Not really. Pathetic. Anyway, that being said, this programme used to be called Beauty and the Beast. Catherine and Vincent. Now, in this programme, if anybody would like to replay this, I think you should actually reactivate this on Netflix for you Netflickers. Because it's a classic and it tells you everything that's going on in the world, really. I knew this in 1987. I was 10. So, Catherine and Vincent. Catherine lived upstairs in the New York City. I think it was New York. If my memory serves me right. It's somewhere in America. Yeah, it was New York. Or in America, some hellhole from America that you've created the illusion of living in. And we'll go with the apple, the big eye of the apple. Oh, look at me! I'm from New York. So Catherine lived up in the daylight of New York during the day, and Vincent lived in the underworld, underground. Underground. There's a whole city underground. Yeah, there is. Even in Birmingham, you've got Catherine up top, and then you've got a Vincent living underneath the land. Did you hear what I said? Above the city and under the city. What's going on under the city? Well, there's a whole life of demonology, of occultism, of craziness going on under the city. So Catherine and Vincent, Beauty and the Beast. Vincent loved Catherine. And he used to come up top to see her, but she couldn't live down there and he couldn't live up there. Because he was half lion, half man. In this programme, Beauty and the Beast, in 1987, there was a series. They ran for about 3 years. Lots of episodes. Also in the 80s, I haven't mentioned these two programmes, but the other one that I used to love and I was in love with was The Equalizer. Edward Woodward. I'm not joking. I was about 8 or 9 when The Equalizer was out, and he used to wear a lovely long big trench coat, black. The original Equalizer, not this new one that you lot are all watching now. Repeats, and they're repeats. I'm on about the original Edward Woodward. He was an old man with grey hair, and I used to say to him, "Mum, I love him. I'm going to marry him." my mother at the time used to say, "Catherine, this is a little bit weird. He's an old man." I said, "I don't care. I love him. I think he's the best man ever on television." Edward Woodward, The Equalizer. And he used to, no, you need to go and watch The Equalizer, and you need to go and study Beauty and the Beast. Not the cartoon Disney version of Beauty and the Beast. That's just Disney. And that's a bit of a fantasy of illusion, isn't it? Mr. Disney. Walter. Alright then, Walter. Destroyed so many lives, all for the love of money. And so you can watch people suffer. Wow. Are you impressed with yourself? Are you happy that you've sabotaged, just my life alone? You used me as a scapegoat because you are living as the beast underworld. Under the city. Now, the other thing I want to sort of mention while I'm doing Batcave duties tonight. I've been to sleep early. I woke up. You missed me yesterday online, I believe. I hear people, "Where she hasn't posted today. I thought she was going to show us around the city. Where is she?" Well, I was busy. I was having fun. I had a great time. I had breakfast in Pigeon Park with some great people. It was quite a dramatic time actually for some other people. I was standing in the queue with one of my granddads, and all of a sudden there was a whole EastEnders Eye of the Tiger Rocky fight, spitting in people's faces, shouting at each other, effing and blinding. Oh, it was all quite a carry on. So we had a laugh about that, and I got my porridge oats, which was really nice. And a lot of other stuff. I got given a lot of stuff because some people are genuinely nice in Birmingham. And then I went and seen the drummer boy. Made a man actually. He's very good. I posted some little stuff so you can see it on the reel on Facebook. And I bumped into a Polish sniper who tried to frighten me with his demon, and I just looked at him and he said, "You're not frightened?" "No, not really. Why?" I says, "I'm a demon slayer. Sit the fuck down." So he bought me a can of beer and gave me some cigarettes. And we had a chat and a cuddle, and he was telling me that he was from Poland. He was a sniper in the Polish army. And he'd lost all his farmland. And they killed his daughter. I said, "I know they did." And I said, "What was your daughter's name?" And he said, "Oh, Catherine." I said, "So, Catherine." Then he went, "You're Catherine, you're a Catherine. Wow." He says, "You're an angel, you." I said, "Well, maybe." So anyway, I softened his devilness, but he's living in as a beast in the underworld and knows what's going on under the city that you're digging up around Digabath, Macbeth, guarded by the Lion security, I do believe. Or is that the Eagle security? Or which security company are you trying to cover everything up from? I don't give a shit. Don't say that. Why? We're not allowed to tell them what's going on under the city. Above the city looks very nice. It's very pretty above the city. That's where I live. I don't need to go under the world of Underworld City because I've been spiritually tied and gagged there all my life. So the other thing I want to say to you, dark forces or you vampires that's sitting up at this time of night waiting for me, what's she going to say next? Is what I'm going to say is, so you're a smart ass. Oh, smart ass. Funny fucker. So I used to say to my ex all the time. Oh, funny fucker. Fucking smart ass. You're a fucking smart ass, you like. Smart ass. Trying to get one over on me thinking I don't know. I've always known these things. Because I've been tied and gagged, spiritually bound in hell. I've been in the underworld. So you, I'm just, well, this is to the light for anyone who's listening, really. But mainly to you dark assholes who are ass-shagging dickheads. You're just fucking dickheads. I mean, dickheads. Oh, she can't be godly, she's swearing, we don't agree with what she's saying, we don't like her because of this, oh, no, slandering my good name. Because you're a hellish. You're hellish. You're hellish. Yeah, you are. You are. You're sick. Because you think you're clever because you can do spiritual stuff, so you've got the gift of coming up above and seeing upstairs, and oh, you've seen my future. You're jealous because you know where I'm going. You're astral projecting. You're stealing into people's dreams. You're getting card readings on what's going to happen next. This is so you're predicting and seeing the goodness of people's dreams. Yeah? Wow. So you're really clever, smart ass, who can astral project and see what's happening upstairs in God's world. Yeah? Wow. Isn't that great? So what do you think I can do? Have you never thought that all these years, since 1987, when I, well, and before that actually, but we'll go with 87 today, you haven't thought that you can come up and see the goodness of greatness? Have you never thought that me and my people might be able to go down and see your hellishness? So you've got the gift of sight, and you can see the beauty in everything that you've tried to steal. Yeah? So what do you think I've been doing for 32 conscious years, since 1992? I've seen the hell that you live in. I know what you do in Underworld. Of course I do. Everything. Tying people up, experimenting them, putting them in individual cages, experimenting on them, chopping them up, eating them, slicing them, hurting them, sexually abusing them. Do you want me to go on what you do under there? Where are all the missing children? Underworld. In the underworld. Under the city. Tied and gagged and bound while you eat them. Mentally, physically and spiritually. Torture them to get their RNA bloods, because apparently the blood is more potent when it's got fear adrenaline running through it. What did she say? If this is too much for you and you can't cope with this sensitivity, please scroll on. I'm not for the faint-hearted. I'm here just to speak the truth, and the truth is dirty and it's sick. Because these people are sick. They've installed fear, and now half the city's living under the world of underwear, shitting themselves with panda eyes, and they can't get out of it because they've seen too much, and now they're scared because they know what you do underworld. They've seen it physically. I've seen it physically. I've been there anyway. It's not a problem. I don't need to go under. I've been under for a long time, because why do I need to go under? I'm an over oval. I'm an opal fruit of ovals. So smart asses in your demonic, oppressive occultism you've been living in, oh, isn't this great? Let's have some champagne and go for surf and turf, darling. Oh, fuck them, they don't know what's going on. Look at us, we're just so marvellous. Right, okay. So while you've been living and eating my surf and turf off my money that I fucking paid for all these years, where was I? In your underworld, working everything out, and I know every fact and every demon, and I know demons because demons love me. Beauty and the Beast. The beasts love me. I was in town yesterday and I spoke to one guy, just briefly. I was talking to one other guy, and this other guy came up and he said, "You alright?" And I said, "Yeah, you." "Yeah, I'm going back down." I said, "Don't let them turn your soul cold." He says, "I know, but it's my job and I've got to go and see." I said, "You've seen too much, haven't you?" "Thank you, Cat." I says, "What for?" He says, "Just doing what you've been doing, I appreciate it. And so does everyone under the world." I says, "Really?" He says, "Yeah, thanks, Cat. It's not easy, but thanks." That's it. I can die happy now, because they know. And you know. That's just is enough for me. Just the fact that you know that I know. You'll never sleep again. Because you're the beast. I was never the beast. You put me down under. Thinking I was going to Yeovil, of Oval. Orville. The green bird. So yeah, you're sick. And you're, well, sex trafficking, human trafficking life. I mean, I'm living in a nice party. People don't believe that I'm doing this because it's just, this is not a bad place where I am upstairs. But it's alright up here. But what's going on under the city? The canal. Of your anal canals. Yesterday I was getting, I got my hair trimmed at the back. Just got it cut a little bit off a Indian guy, actually. Nice guy. Native American Indian guy. I had my photo taken with him. He said, "Can I take my photo with you?" I said, "Yeah, of course you can." So, it was lovely. And there was one guy getting his hair cut, and then the African got his hair cut. Nice guy as well, the African guy was. And then I was third. I had him laughing, because he said, I said, "Can I get my hair cut next?" And he said, "Well, I'm next." I said, "Oh, that's all right then. He's first the worst, you're second the best, and I'll be third the one with the hairy chest." He was pissing himself. He says, "God, I haven't heard that for fucking years." I said, "Well, it's an old saying. That's what we used to say. First the worst, second the best, third the one with the hairy chest." I don't know where I learned that from, but it's just I've always known it. Anyway, so we were just having a bit of crack, and then somebody else came to get the haircut, and I said to this lad, he was a lad. I said, he says, "Oh, can I get mine done?" I says, "Yeah." I says, I'm third the one with the hairy chest." I says, "But you can go after me." And he says, "Oh," he says, "That's great." I says, "What, are you just getting it trimmed? What are you getting done with your hair?" And he says, "Oh, I'm trans." Okay. I just wanted to know if you're getting a haircut. I didn't ask what sexuality you are. This is what the devil's done. They did this when I was in my 20s. And I was working in the gym at the Marriott. And there was a guy came in. I was upstairs in the assessment room. And this dude came in. He was new to work, and he came in and he said, introduced himself, and I'd say his name was Pete. "Hey," I said, "Hi, I'm Kat." And he says, "Oh, hi, I'm Pete and I'm gay." I said, "Well, I'm Kat and I like dick too." He was offended. "Saying that for?" I said, "Well, because you've just said that you're gay. So I'm just telling you I like dick too. I'm a woman. I'm not disturbing. I'm just telling you. I thought this is not a conversation you wanted to have. You're fucking crazy. You're weird. Well, I find that weird that people. Who are you justifying your sexuality to? Why do you feel that I never introduce myself and say, "Hey, I'm Kat. I like dick." Do you see what I'm saying? I'm getting my hair cut. I'm trans. Right. Okay. So why do people feel the need to tell everyone that you're gay, lesbian, or trans when you introduce yourself? I'm serious. This is a serious question for everybody who's listening. Light, dark, and forces and in between, and it's not Freaky Friday yet, is it? No, no, it's Odin's Day today. Oh, it's Odin's Day. And it's the 19th, Sun Card Day, Dad's Day. I forgot about that. Dad. It's Dad's Day. Good. I like Dad's Day. This is a midweek chill out day then. Oh, great. 21:22 on the clock. And it's my brother's birthday today, who's a gem from America. Whether he's gay or straight, I don't know, because he doesn't introduce himself as that. He's just a man. What people are doing in their bed. Why is it important to people? Who are you validating yourself to? Why do you need validation? And are you looking for approval? Are you looking for me to give some sort of reaction to the fact that you're gay, lesbian, or trans? Are you needing me to have a reaction of, ooh, I don't understand why you would say to somebody, well, I mean, I do understand. If I ask a question, I already know the answer, really, but I'm just putting a perspective out there, because this needs addressing, really, especially with the children who think they're they and thems. You're not a they or a them. Really, darling, no, you're not. You're either a man or a woman or a boy or a girl. You might like to be transsexual, you might like to be gay sexual, you might like to be lesbian sexual. That's a sexual preference. That's what you're doing behind closed doors in your bedroom. You don't need to go and tell everybody you're gay. Or do you? Should I start doing that? Do you think I should start doing that, Dad? Hello, my name's Catherine and I like dick. You would look at me and call me a slut. Well, you'd call me a slut anyway. I don't even do anything, so I'm a slag anyway, so that's okay, isn't it? Can you understand what I'm saying? I'm just throwing out another perspective. Oh, the fucking lights are blinding this morning, aren't they? I'm just trying to make humanity see and understand this thing that you've got going on. I know lots of gay men. I have a brother who's a gay man, but he doesn't go around telling everyone, "Hey, my name's and I'm gay." He just is. You don't go around telling people what you're doing in your bedroom on a night time with your husband, wife, or your transsexual lover. You don't need to do that. When I was 21 and I was working in the Marriott gym, I was going to work with this guy as a fitness instructor. He introduced himself to me of, "Hi, I'm thingy and I'm gay." Right, okay, we're not going to do ass fucking here in the middle of the gym, are we? Do you know how to use a treadmill? Are you any good at doing gym programs? Are you trained to do classes, or do you do swimming lessons? And I don't really need to know whether you're sucking cock or pussy. Sorry to be blunt there. I know that might come across a bit, but I don't personally want to know whether you're a whapper or a dapper or a dip dabber or a trip trapper. I have no preference I don't care. I don't care. I'm pleased that you're gay. Well done. Congratulations. High five, man. Are you a good gay person or a bad gay person? Do you have a nice heart or a bad heart? That's what I'm bothered about. Are you a good transsexual or a bad transsexual? If there's no such thing as good or bad, but nice or nasty or mean or light or dark. Are you a good lesbian? Bad lesbian? This is the point that you should be really living your life for. It's just be a good person. I don't think we need to be telling everybody, well, I don't associate myself as a he or a she, I'm a them or a they. Well, today I associate myself as a pineapple. Today I'm a broccoli. Nobody I told this trans lad this yesterday. I said, you do know. I said, right, okay, so you get, what's that got to do? He says, oh, well, I have to wear wigs all the time and my hair grows and da-da-da. I says, right, okay, I understand what you're saying. I says, but you do know in life, I said, I'm a little bit older than you. I told him this yesterday to his face. He knows I did. We had a conversation about it for about 10 minutes. I said, you do know in life nobody actually gives a shit. He said, what do you mean? I said, I don't care whether you're, I don't care whether you're a transsexual. I'm just, we're here getting our haircut. Enjoy your day. It's nice. Good. I'm pleased. I says, I'm a woman, but I'm just getting a bit cut off the back. It'll be nice, man. Don't worry about it. Nobody cares. You care. You're validating yourself. This is not, I'm pleased that you're a gay, lesbian, or transsexual. I'm pleased about that. I don't mind. I don't care what you're doing in the privacy of your own bedroom. It's nothing to do with me because I'm not in your bedroom. I'm not gay, I'm not transsexual, I'm not a lesbian. So I wouldn't do that in my bedroom, but you're not in my bedroom being gay, transsexual or lesbian. So it doesn't make any difference to me. We can have a nice conversation here today. Did you have some porridge? Did you get your sweets? I got some sweets yesterday. Look, this is what you should have just said. Just, you know, did you get your Harry Potters? I did. That's I don't mind, darling, if you're a lesbian, gay, or bisexual. I'm pleased. That's what you're doing in your bedroom. Well done. Does it make you happy? I've got some Harry Potters. Would you like one? Cup of coffee? It's okay to be gay, lesbian, or bisexual. It's okay. Nobody's judging anyone. I'm not judging anyone anyway. That's a lie. There's a lot of people judging everybody here. This is what the problem is in society. It brings me round to a full conversation of you're all judgmental. You're judging me because my hair's too short. I'm too pretty to be intelligent. I'm a slag because I'm not good enough to be in somebody's family because I talk to homeless people. I'm talking to the homeless people because they're the ones that are suffering and you're taking underworld to rape them. Mind, body and spirit. I'm just here with a packet of little Haribos trying to spread some love. Do you want a sweet? But you're not allowed to do that neither because don't take a sweet of a stranger because they'll take you away in a van and rape you. That's what they did with me. And these are people I knew. It's always not a stranger. Take the face mask off, Scooby-Doo. It's always the fucking fat monster. Did you see that? Yeah, I did too. Oh, there it is. So, I got this yesterday as well, which is it's a healthy choice something. A cookie. I could have got a brownie, but I thought I'd go for a cookie. As soon as you've all got your hands in my fucking cookie jar. And then I got some of these, just to annoy you. Organic cheesy puffs. Be a cheesy puff if you want, nobody cares. I actually have got some very nice gay friends. I actually do have some nice gay friends. And lesbian friends. I do. I don't mind what my friends do in their bedroom. I'm pleased that you're living your life and you're happy. Are you happy? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Are you happy? That's it. Are you happy doing what you're doing in your bedroom? I don't know what you're doing in your bedroom. Well, I do, because you keep telling me. Why is everybody telling me what they're doing in their goddamn bedrooms? 29 on the clock. Do you need to tell everyone what you're doing in the bedroom? I'm just having a cigarette. I got off my Polish sniper. He says there's going to be trouble in the underworld tonight. Is that why I'm up early? Has something happened underground today? Or am I timelining to travelling too far forward again? Depends what day you're on. Catherine and Vincent, Beauty and the Beast. Then you've got the Equalizer who solves all the problems. Who's the Equalizer? Well, you can find out, won't you? He's older than me. The Equalizer, I mean, on the programme, he was older. He was Edward Woodward. That's what he was called. Edward Woodward. From the Equalizer, the actor. Edward Woodward. Now, religion is an illusion as well. They've manipulated. I'm just having a serious conversation about shit today, because the religion, you've just lied to us all, and you're trying to be God by day, but you're devils by night. I know what the Sikh man, leader, and the Muslim man leading the city into demise of hell, I know what you're doing. Praying by day, turning around 5 times on your mat, taking the holy water, praying, come be one of us. By day, you're married with 2.4 children. Look at my wife, she's so beautiful, and my children, and we're such lovely people. Would you like to come for something to eat? Come with us, it's such a lovely place to be. Don't be a sinner. But by night, you're driving the white women, particularly in the city where I'm living at the minute. You're driving the white teenagers, drawing them in with drink and drugs, driving them around the city in your fancy cars, fucking them, and dosing them up on heroin and taking them to the underworld downstairs. And then you wake up in the morning and you're back to your wife and you're going back to your mosques, your Sikh, your temples, or your churches, and everything's okay again. Would you like to come in for a coffee? We love you here. I tell you what, come to our service and then you can have dinner, but you've got to have dinner afterwards. I went to the cafe and I was talking to my African friend who's having a bit of a hard time, but I cheered him up as well. He said, I'm pleased you've come today, because I came to see you actually. I was thinking about you this morning. And he said he's ended up back at Washington. They've took his flat off him. Because I said out where last time I seen him, he was doing really well. He had his little push bike, he had his own flat, and he was just fuck the world. I'm not bothered. I'm happy. I've got my little flat and a bike. Yesterday he's looking a bit weird, and he's getting the washing done in the cafe. I says, what you been up to since I've last seen you? Don't talk about it. I'm sick of fucking life. I hate my life. I'm not even going to bother. Why? What's happened? He says, anyway, where you been? I says, well, I've been back fighting the devil again. He's dead now, don't worry about it. I've caged him. What's happened? And he said, well, he says, the bailiffs have took my flat off me. Why? He says, well, because I didn't pay the rent, so I was a bit behind on my mortgage. Really? They've took your flat off you now, have they? He says, yeah. I says, so where are you? Washington Court. I says, they put you in Washington Court. And he says, yeah, I know. He says, it's Hellcat. I says, I know, I've been there 4 months. I told you I was there. That's where I was for 4 months when I last seen you. Oh, I forgot that you were there. You don't look like you've been there. Exactly. So they took his flat off him. And then he told me about a meeting that they had at Handsworth. About some property that they're trying to take away or something. He said, so they did hire an audience. This is what you mean. So I'm going to use that. They had a meeting and it was on the telly with a politician. Now, because no one in Handsworth gives a shit, they paid everybody in Handsworth who was there £10 to go into the audience and paid them £10 to go and watch and clap and look as if they got support. And then rent a crowd. That's what he says. So you can now rent a crowd. Which is, I mean, I know this, but I'd never thought about it like that. I says, do you know what, bro? I said, I'm going to fucking use that one. I says, that's the new word of 2024. Rent a crowd. Hey, yeah, we love you. We've been to church. We come to the mosque. Come to the Church of England. Come to the Catholicism. Come to the Sikh temple. Come with us. Rent a crowd. Look at us. We all love it here. Would you like to stay for Sunday lunch? Cake and biscuits. Rent a crowd. I'm telling you. I says, bro, I says, that's the fucking that is the best. I was pissing myself laughing for about 10 minutes. And I cheered him up as well. He says, I like it when you laugh. I says, well, I like it when I fucking laugh. I says, you fucking cheered me up. He says, you cheered me fucking up. He said, I'm going to come back to Washington Court. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say it. I says, you do that. So I says, anyway, the place is getting shut down. I told them when I was there, it's going to get shut down after what they fucking did to me. They can't keep that place open. It's literally dusk till dawn hotel. Don't go in there. You'll die. So, rent a crowd. How are you doing with your renting people to be a whole programme of bullshit in your bull market? And I also got this, I got a book yesterday. I'll have to put my glasses on for my lover so he thinks I'm sexy. Just to piss you off, devil. So I got this book and it's called... Because I told you about going upstairs and doing a long stand. There's me and the chef used to say this when I was 16. Because I've known this all the time. You're just fucking assholes. You're thick as pig shit. Lacking intelligence. So, I don't do long stands because I'm not an idiot. You're doing a long stand and I'm standing right on your neck, son. Because you're a fucking asshole. You're Vincent from the underworld who is harvesting and killing our children. So, I got this book and it's called... The Long Walk. It's an old one. Now what happened yesterday? Because you've robbed me and stolen me of my money while you're driving about my city in a fucking Range Rover with a boss man on it and thinking you're bloody great and signing cheques that you can't afford to pay for because that's not your money. I had to go for a walk yesterday. Now, I'm a God's person, so I'm not bothered. And you're paying, here's another form of your insanity. Yeah, I believe you're in a gym membership. You go to the gym. Do you? Oh, how nice. Well, I went to the gym yesterday for a long walk. So instead of getting in my car, driving to the gym, getting out of my fancy car with 4 wheels, like Fred Flintstone, this is what you're doing. You're paying, depends what gym you're in, 60, 100, 200, 300, 400 pound a month for a gym membership. And then you're getting in your 400 pound a month car if you're on tick. 120,000 pound if it's a fucking Range Rover. You're getting in your car. You drive into the gym that you're paying money for to get to the gym. Then you get to the gym, you get out the car, you lock the car because it's precious. You've got to keep the keys with you because it's my car. I love my car, mate. Then you go into the gym. You tell everybody, hello, look at me, I've got a fancy car. And then you get on a treadmill, like a slave. Do you know what treadmills were originally rented for? Probably not, because you're thick. You think you've overestimated yourself and underestimated me, massively. So you're walking on a treadmill. Treadmills were invented originally for the slaves in prisons. To pump the water, I think, actually. Flow like water, my friend. Oh, he's back. Can you see that shadow keep floating around? It's just how grim he pops in often when he knows I'm not happy. So, I mean, I am happy, but you're not going to be happy. Because I'm doing a God's talk at 3 o'clock in the morning. And you're on a treadmill in your gym. Like a slave. Whereas yesterday I went and did some exercise. So you thinking, ha 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 ha, she's going to walk all the way to the city. That's like, well, I think I don't know how many miles it was, I can't remember now. But it's about a 16-minute car drive, a 2.5-hour walk. Took me about 2-3 hours. I stopped, had a couple of cigarettes, lay on the grass, chilled out, seen what was going on, took some photos. I thoroughly enjoyed myself on my walk, of a long walk, like a treadmill. I'm not a prisoner, I don't need to join the gym. Weight training you can do with your body weight. Your body is a great weight. And then I went into the city and I got a lot of shopping and a lot of things given. I even got a can of beer and a croissant. So I've had French morning this morning. I've had my black coffee with a croissant, as if I'm in France already. And I did. I've eaten it, so I can't show you because I've done that this morning. But I've got one of these. It's a cherry bakewell for later for my lunch. And I got this, which I love. Black treacle. As a symbolism. I could have got honey, but I thought, now I'm going to get the black treacle. Do you know why? Dark arts of your farts. Because that's what you're walking through for the rest of your life. Black treacle. I used to say this in my 20s. Oh my god, the energy's like walking through fucking treacle. Why is it so difficult to live in this world? Because you were walking through treacle, cat, because the energy was heavy. Now things have changed. And look at the lion on it. Black treacle. With your lion security. Den of inequity. Of hell. Actually. And I've got a scone. I told them in the cafe yesterday, they weren't impressed with me, the devil's side. He tried to convince me. I said to him, the loudest in the room. I said, here he is, loudest in the room is always the most idiotic. So I said to him, the whole cafe was listening, some people laughed, my African friend thought, I said, fuck it, I'm telling them. So I said, oh, I love these scones. I said to the Asians who run the cafe, I said, you should always make sure you jam before you cream, mind. This loudmouth. Nah, you gotta cream before you jam. I says, that's the Devon way. I says, we don't do curdled Devonshire. I says, I'm Cornish, darling. And I says, I'm telling you, this is where you lot have all gone wrong. There was a lot of the devils in the side. I says, this is where you've all gone wrong. I says, my African friend will back me up. I says, we like to jam. I says, it's an African Cornish thing. I says, it's a pirate's way. It's a Jamaica English thing. I says, we like to jam before we cream all over the goddamn place. I says, you've creamed all over the place and now you've got no jam. So he tried to be funny and make a few jokes and stuck his finger in something and tried. I said, well, that's why you're where you are and I'm where I am. Because you've creamed all over the goddamn place. I says, metaphorically speaking, that would mean you're meant to woo the ladies first with the jamming, dance, jamming. I'm a lion in Zion. Jamming. And then you cream, sir. I says, you have done it all wrong. I says, and what you've done is you've creamed all over the goddamn place, like squirty cream. Cheap, squirty, bottled cream. Creamed everywhere, and now there's no jam for you. My African friend. I says, I told you, bro. I says, we're in redemption time. So, there you go. 44:21 on the clock. So that's kind of just where you lot are, really. Creamed everywhere. Squirty cream every fucking where. I got another book as well, which is another old one. I haven't read them yet, obviously. I haven't read them. I only got them yesterday. Not that fucking clever. And this one's called The Book of Essex. And this is a book of the King's England Essex. AMEE. I know you like symbols and signs, so it's a sign. I'm in the King's Linns. So there you go. A whole day of symbolism, and I was with the drummer, who is the best beat in the city, actually. So now your underwear will be exposed of the underworld of all your squirty cream, because you've creamed everywhere, and you've left DNA creaming everywhere where you've been, and you've, well, been playing snakes and ladders, and you're on the way down the ladders because you're snakes. Not a good transformational change of a snake. You're a snake. Big man, creaming everywhere. I've seen that. That was a 14-year-old you fucked the other night, by the way. You know she was. That's underage, which means that's paedophilia. I do believe is the word you like to use down here on Earth. Pedos. Pedos, needos. Not fedo-needos. Pedo-needos. That was the cafe I was at yesterday, was fedo-needos. But the city seems to be run by pedo-needos. So I know you don't want to give me my money back, and well, because you're pedo-needos, and you're in needios, of lodos, of neandos, of neanderthalic nandos. Corporations run by bullshit. Luckily, I have my 3 phone communication company who are pretending I don't exist, but they know I exist, and that's why I'm still on the line. Probably one of my family will have paid my bill for me by now. If they haven't, could you please do that today, just to get 3 off my back if they're still being assholes. I would like somebody to pay my phone bill for me, seeing as this is, I don't ask for a lot of things in life, but I'm going to ask somebody, could you donate and pay my phone bill for me? Or at least have a word with the 3 executive CEO to make sure my phone bill is paid. That's how powerful and nice I am. People actually like me. Because I'm helping the corporations of the companies not go fucking bust because of your pedo-needos and your fantasy world of bullshit. In your bull markets of you are thinking you're running Wall Street with a pedo-needo. It's disgusting. Harvesting and stealing DNA to make biological children that aren't even yours out of other people's DNA and trying to recreate perfection of an original Abbey, of an Aboriginal, when you're just a carbon copy. You know, it's like working in the office. Now, you know when you have the original photocopy, they say, the boss or you, somebody says to you, can you go and photocopy this for me, please? Yeah, alright, man. So I used to do it, I used to photocopy my ass. Have you ever done that in the office? I've done that before. What's that, guys? My ass. It's a moonie. Or you used to lift it up and put your hand underneath it. There's a photocopy of my hand. That's handy, isn't it? So you've just took a photocopy and tried to replicate it as an original. It's a fake. It's a copy. It's not your original document that you've fraudulently been using for all these years. That's why it's gone missing and it's not there anymore. Because it's not an original, it's the photocopy. And you've fraudulently realigned and Tipexed out some of the words and bits to fit your narrative of your bullshit lie. Of your dictatorship. Because you're dick heads. Thinking you're the headmaster. And you've enjoyed watching everybody. You are the one who comes in to the room where everybody's just managing to cope with life. You come in, you throw a goddamn hand grenade, you turn around, walk away, come back in and say, hey, what's going on here? Why is everyone so angry? What's happened? Somebody threw a grenade in this situation. Oh dear, it's awful, isn't it? I know it was you, and that you're going to get named and shamed. Maybe not by me, I might let someone else have the glory of naming you Emperor. with your pants down, your ankles. Baby, you like being whipped by the women with your whipped cream all over. Let's get some squirty cream. Should we have some squirty cream on? Put it on the tits. Or do you like it on the dicks? Of your tater chips? I'm not going to expose you and name you. I'm going to let someone else have the joy, because I know, and it's boring me anyway. I'm bored of you. I can't even be bothered to give you any of my time. You're not worth my energy. So whoever wants to do the big exposure and say, hey, it's him, it's her, look who these two are, whoa, fucking hell, do you know who Cat's dad is? Fucking hell. You can do it yourself, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to come in and just watch me. In fact, I'm going to do a sinful thing and light up this cigarette in celebration for all my tobacco smoking aboriginals of my native people. All around the world we are. I don't need to smoke, no. I'm not addicted to the nicotine. You shouldn't smoke in this world because the chemicals in cigarettes here are what the government put in the cigarettes are absolutely horrendous. But if you want to smoke something, a native American spirit is a good thing to smoke. And the new world, what we will be doing is we'll be getting rid of the chemical toxics of tobacco, and I'm going to be releasing my own brand of natural tobacco, so you'll be able to smoke it without having to kill yourself. I know you tried to pinch that idea and you're trying to do that, but you're not going to be able to do that. I've got copyright on that because I'm saying it now. Not that you can copyright natural tobacco, because again, it's, what is it, guys? Does anyone want to tell these assholes? Oh, it's a natural plant given by God that you can't commercialise and can't make money off, really. So there you go. But I can package it up and make some nice packaging for you and sell it. We can all do that, actually. Everyone on God's light force, not everyone agrees with me. Not everyone's going to want to smoke, but you do use it in my culture and a lot of cultures as a ceremonial tool, like you would use a drum. We use tobacco, and we use banana leaves to shake it as a rattle, actually, for those who are interested in things like that. And it helps. My granddad likes this, and my dad likes this. He likes a cigarette. Although probably he's had to be on minimal, tiny little ones and had to do a lot of bribery to get the tobacco into prison cells, because you're not allowed to, well, we've all been in prison, haven't we, in my family. Be that a physical prison, a mental prison, or a spiritual prison, or some of us all three. That's our land. That's our house. And they're my animals. My Polish sniper yesterday gave me an, I'll show you later, I can't be bothered to get up and get it. He gave me an earring. It's got 3 black Asodian gems on it. He said, I've got this for you. He says, it's just for you. He said, I knew I was going to give it to a woman, I didn't know who. It's yours. And he's given me this. Do you want me to show you? I know you do. I can hear you saying, let's have a look, I want to see it. I'll get it, 2 seconds. He's only give me 1. I only need 1. You don't need to have matching earrings, ladies. You don't always have to do that. Just 1's enough. Look. He says it's for you. He says, I've got something for you. I says, have you? He says, yeah. He says, you might not want it. I says, I do want it. What is it? And he gave me this. He says it's for you. So I put it in my earring. And then I says, what's that? Look. It's not sexy. It's not sexy. I don't think that's sexy. I think that's really nice. Anyway, he then says, I says, what's that? Where have you getting that from, man? It was a rusty horseshoe. I says, where the fuck are you getting that from, man? I touched it. Ooh. I says, where are you getting this from? And he just looked at me, and this is the one who pretended he was a demon and tried, who was frightened everyone on the fucking street. I said, where did you get this from? And he went, and he started to cry. He started to cry. A grown-ass demon man started to cry. Sniper from Poland. Polish men don't cry. Do you know any Polish men? And he said, it was my horses. They killed my horse and they killed my daughter, Catherine. Took my farm off me in Poland. That's why he was here by himself, living underground. So I told him not to worry. I says, I'm here, don't worry about it. I'm going to sort this fucker out whilst I'm turning you sinners into saints. I said, you're a saint anyway. And I told him his mum was proud of him and that she says, you've got to stop being so angry, darling. She says, you're a nice young man, now you need to stop being so aggressive to these strangers. He started to cry again. It'll be on video in the city. I was on camera, so I'm not lying. They'll be able to see that I wasn't fucking lying. I stayed with him for ages. I wore his hat. That was his hat I had on, his cowboy hat. He was a farmer, and he's got relatives in California who've got land in California, in Tennessee. Fancy me bumping into a stranger like that, and you just thought yesterday, look at her hanging about with a fucking asshole. He wasn't an asshole. He was a very intelligent, broken man. Another man that you've broken, that I'm having to mop up the fucking mess for because you whappers and dip trappers don't know whether you're men or women because you're associating yourself with the fucking goddamn broccoli and justifying yourself for your sinful underground Vincent ways. And you've tarnished me and tried to say I'm the beast when really I'm Catherine. So what are you going to do about that? Nothing. You're going to be seen for who you are. Somebody great is going to expose you, and I'm going to sit here in my den of sex trafficking house that you put me in, that you hung yourself on the rope swing, that you didn't make a swing, you made a fucking goddamn noose. And now I'm going to watch you hang yourself. And if you're from America, some states still do the electric chair, like the Green Mile. I believe one of my relatives was in that film. The Green Mile, that is. I think Tom Hanks was in it as well. Wilson! Castaway! On an island, now you are a nomad, in the happy wanderer's land of no man's land, where you belong, because no man is an island, but the beast is, locked up in a cage by yourself forever. Even if it's just in here, you know you'll never sleep again. That's my justice. Right there, baby. How do I know? Because I've been in no man's land. Because you put me in Castaway years ago. And I've been left in the Castaway land, astro travelling down to all 9 levels of hell. 7 levels down, and there's 2 below that. You've got the 7 levels of hell, and then you've got the 8th level, which is the minions and the maggots. And then you've got the void, which is no return, 0 point of fucked, I do believe is the word. Although I'm not allowed to say the word fucked, but you're allowed to fuck me and my children. God's children, all of the children. I'm not just talking selfishly about my own children, because it's gone way beyond my children. This is a whole world of fuckery. Of a mind fuckery. Because you're trying to fuck people's minds. Because you're a mind fuck. Mastermind. So 59:54 on the clock. Happy birthday to all the gems, and I would like to shout out to my grandmother Lillian Emerson, who was the gem of the gems. And it's, do you see that shadow again? Can you see that or not? Grim's here. Your Grim Reaper is on order, and now you can go and live in your Sin City. I think that was a good cigarette, Grandad. Yes, I do too, darling. Well done. Thank you, Grandad. Are you proud? Yes. I'm proud of myself too. Because I single-handedly have brought down the devil himself. Lights out, big man. You're now in the dark, locked in your own mind, fuckery, never to be seen again on earth, as it is in heaven. As above, so below. So, thank you Birmingham yesterday for a beautiful day. And thank you to my Polish sniper who gave me 4 gems. That'll be the 4 elements of life. All the circle is now complete. The bridge work is done. And now, I do believe you've shot yourself right in the foot. And I'm Apache longbow, and I only needed 1 shot. Bullseye. So have a nice day, bat lovers. See you on the other side of sanity, if you make it out alive. It's only the valley of death, you'll be fine. Have a nice day. Happy Odin's Day, Papa. I told you I just look fucking cute. Don't fuck with me. This ain't my first fucking rodeo. It's all in the eyes. You should have looked closer. Dickhead. With love, of course, and light. Rainbows and unicorns. See ya. Over and out from the Batcave. Thundercats are go. And I do believe that's by the power of Grayskull. That's the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities of life. Because I've got the light. Look at them eyes. Look into my eyes. Jungle Book. It's my favourite film. Left that one to the last. See you later.